So I'm sitting here talking, and yet the video just cut off. Close out the app altogether. They don't want this message out here. By they, I mean the devil and his minions. Okay? God is speaking to his nation right now. This is a time that we are going to be restored. And he's calling all that will hear him, starting with our nation, because we are the people. And like I was saying before the video cut off, he has a controversy with his people because he says, let me go back. He says that he has a controversy with his people because there is no truth, nor mercy, nor knowledge of God in the land. Now let me finish reading though. By swearing and lying and killing and stealing and committing adultery, they break out, and blood toucheth blood. Therefore shall the land mourn, and everyone that dwelleth therein shall languish with the beasts of the field, and with the fowls of heaven. Yea, the fishes of the sea also shall be taken away. Are y'all following anything? Because I've been following things like this since 2015. Whole ecosystems are crashing. Birds are dropping out. Don't believe me? Go to Google now. 70-something birds fell out the air the other day. Where was that? Ohio? Over a school. Just all in one place. Dead. Fell out the sky. Bees falling out the sky. Droves and droves of bees. Since 2015, like I said, whales have been beaching themselves. All the animals are in droves, dying off. God is speaking. He's shaking the earth. He's raining down fireballs. Planes are falling out the air. All of our idols are falling. Falling stars. Big time idols that we worship for years and years and years. And now we see them for who they are. Huh? Look at all this is happening. Look. And nobody said God's speaking. Israel, listen to me. This is the last call. You better remember who you are, and you better get in your ancestry book and stop talking about ancestors, because these are our ancestors. And if you knew who we were, yeah, you know where they get all those movies from? Marvel and Superman and Iron and all this stuff. All the superheroes are actually modeled after our people. Because when we're connected with our Creator, we are supernatural beings. I have witnessed this. I've showed you glimpses, but y'all haven't seen what I've been witnessing by myself in secret of the powers that we have if we are connected. This is the time he's pouring it back out. We were cut off for a long time, he said. All right, since 70 AD. But now it's being reopened and it's being restored and reestablished. And all of those who are for God, listen to me, get in this book now. He's pouring it out. Pay attention to your dreams. He's speaking. But we got to get together as a nation and come into repentance. I'm telling y'all, when we did this, you got to read. When we all got together and we repented as an entire nation, the heavens have to hear us. Things will start to be moving. Our enemies and oppressors know what time it is. They want to keep you in sin. They want to keep you distracted. They want to keep you running for money. You bet to pay attention, Israel, because we got to get back to repentance. And I promise you, when we do that, you'll see. Trust me, I've been witnessing myself. There's a few of us that have seen. Go outside to nature and see what happened. Why do you think they're trying to kill it off? Chemtrails and this and that, blocking out the sun. Our animals are dying. All these things. They know what time it is. They're fearful. They're terrified. Because they know prophecy has to come to pass. But it's up to you to say you're going to be included in that number. Out of billions of us, and I'm not talking about everybody, this is just for the nation of Israel, because we are supposed to be the stewards of this earth, and we are supposed to be leading the other nations to our God. And through us, they will be blessed, as the Bible said. So if we just get back to that, you'll see. But let me continue. Where was I? Where was I? It says, yet let no man strive nor reprove another. For thy people are as they that strive with the priests. Wait a minute. He just was talking about mercy and this and that. Mercy and knowledge and truth. Now he's saying, let no man strive nor reprove another. There's people still... How are you trying? Work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. You know what I've been noticing? People are running their mouth about people and running their mouth about people and don't even know these people personally, but shredding them to pieces about what they should be doing and how they should be doing. Therefore shalt thou fall in the day, and the prophet also shall fall with thee in the night, and I will destroy thy mother. So these witches and warlocks and their false prophets and their, seers, they have dark wisdoms and seers too on their side. Yes. Remember the wise men with Moses and Pharaoh, and he was up against the magicians? Yeah. Because they always want to say, oh, we can do it too. Huh? So God told me he was stripping people. That your seers won't be seeing. Nobody can see. He's going to send out lying spirits. So you think that you're seeing and you think you're going to know and this and that and the third. What do you say here? My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge. I will also reject thee, that shall be no priest to me. Seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy God, I will also forget thy children. As they were increased, so they sinned against me. Therefore will I change their glory into shame. Why is it always like that? Just like Lucifer. He poured all that into Lucifer. And because Lucifer was this big, big thing and the best of all the angels, he felt like, what? I don't get it. I said this. It's something about that. God can't give us too much. He can't give it all to one person. Oh my God, we'll go crazy. Oh, we're God now. We know. Nah, we ain't need to lie. I'm God. Look at me. Look at my power. I said it like this here. I was in what was that? Corinthians? I don't even know what book that was. The scripture that talked about, oh yes, Corinthians, the spiritual gifts. He brought me here the other night, 2 nights ago. And I was reading as Paul was saying, and I'm like, wow, even back then, they were boasting and trying to have the best gift and the most powerful and this and that third. And I'm like Paul said, I don't care about none of those gifts, bro, if you don't have charity. Because guess what? Not all the time prophets see. Not all the time you dream. You're not always going to have, but you're always going to have charity, which is the greatest. Huh? I never want to lose charity. I'll never want to lose my gift of charity. I will give everything else up to keep charity, because that's who our God is. And if you ain't reflecting that, then you ain't of him. You're not of him. You always looking and willing and ready to shred somebody to pieces. That's not godly behavior. Now, it's one thing to discern and judge and rebuke. Open rebuke is better than secret love. Yes, if somebody's out of line and wrong. And you have righteous judgment. And righteous judgment means knowing the entire matter, knowing the whole matter of something, and then making a righteous judgment. Not bits and pieces and here saying this, and then you just say, what? That's not righteous judgment. That's being a respecter of persons. And that is a sin. All through the Bible you can find that. You think God is a respecter of persons? No, he's not. And he told us that we shouldn't be, because if we are, then we're sinning. There's a good example in the Bible that talked about respect as a person, and you know, they, a rich man coming to the church or a temple, and a poor man coming to the temple, and they show so much respect to the rich man. They'll say, come sit on the highest seat here just for you, and they'll tell the poor man, here, go sit in the corner, or sit up under my footstool. That's Thank God he is not a respecter of person, because according to man's law and the way they move about their respecters of persons, the broke people can't talk to God. The broke people can't get blessed. The broke, right? What if you don't have nothing to sow a seed? Nobody think about them poor people that don't have nothing to sow a seed. They say you got to sow a seed to get blessed. Wow. But I don't have nothing to sow, so where does that leave me? That means God don't, I need to go get money for God so he can at least hear me. No, this is ridiculous. This is absolute. God don't need your money. Man needs your money, okay? God don't need your money. And anybody that's selling the truth, I just read this last night. Look, buy the truth and sell it. You buying the truth to sell it? You selling truth? How does that even make sense? The truth is not owned by anyone but God. I am the way, the truth, and the life. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with the word and the truth of God being sold and pimped out. That's all the devil know how to do, is pimp people out. I've been pimped out almost all my life by the devil and my family. So I know that, and then they trying to pimp God out. They try to pimp his people out. They try to pimp. These are nothing but some pimping people. Lord have mercy. So basically, he is saying the more we increase, the more we sin. I guess we forgot. Like, we don't need God anymore. Oh, we up in the air now. They eat up the sin of my people, and they set their heart on their iniquity. And there shall be like people, like priests, and I will punish them for their ways and reward them for their doing. For they shall eat and not have enough. They shall commit whoredom and shall not increase, because they have left off to take heed to the Lord. Whoredom and wine, and new wine take away the heart. Wow. My people ask counsel at their stocks, and their staff declareth unto them. For the spirit of whoredoms, interesting, hath caused them to err, and they have gone a whoring from under their God. I told you what whoredoms mean. The spirit of whoredoms, though? So basically, our own people, right? I'm going to just break this down and tell you what God been telling me for the last week or so. Well, no, it's been longer than that. God broke down these people plans to me. Not plans, but what they've been doing for generations. It's a group within our own nation. Hear me clearly, Israel. That have sold out and that have been placed in certain positions in our community as some sort of gatekeepers of wealth and knowledge. I don't know what they call themselves. However, they have partnered up with our enemies. And understand, Israel, you got to know your history. We got to start caring about history. My people are destroyed, okay? Ask yourself this, Israel. Why do the world always hate us? And we shouldn't be a threat because we have nothing, never had nothing. Why won't they leave us alone? Why we never got reparations like everybody else? Why we still sitting in the land of our captivity? Huh? Why they continue to put us in the middle of every political freaking agenda that they come up with? Why are we always the talk and the problem and the reason of things? We are no threat. We have nothing. We have scattered, blended, broken families. We don't have no inheritance. We are known to be on the bottom. We are a proverb of the world, like it said that we would be. And read Deuteronomy 28. And I want one Israelite to tell me if that don't sound like our people. Who else fits those curses of Deuteronomy 28? Who else fits those curses? You tell me. I mean, poverty, generations. Oh, by the way, it mentions that crab in the barrel mentality that we're so very well known for. And so getting back to our leaders, sellout leaders in the community, they make sure they control success levels and who goes who and where goes where. And okay, they have been attacking and stealing from the poor for generations, their own people. Now, I was going to say this within Israel. There is billions of us, right? This is Israel only. But there's only 144,000 that is going to be sealed in Revelation. I know everybody want to feel like, oh, I'm 144. Even other nations outside of Israel saying they claiming to be 144, but they don't understand that that number is specifically just for the nation of Israel. It says it right there. When it goes down the list about who he's sealing, and it's only from the 12 tribes of Israel, and he calls out every tribe in Israel. Only Israel. 12 nations, 144,000 is so sealed out of there. But my thing is, right, because yes, Gentiles are going to be able to be grafted in and this and that. They're cool, but they're not Israel. Because God have to set back the order right. That was their time. Their time is coming to an end. When I say their time, I'm talking about the time of the Gentiles. And now it's it's the time for us to get back where we was, okay? Because that's the way of things. That's how God ordained it. And it's been like that. So out of 8.9 billion Negroes, only 144,000 are going to be sealed. 144,000 out of 8.9 billion. I don't know how many of us go do the math, but that's that. I mean, billions and only 100 because we don't understand. And so anyway, he told me how they were doing this and the gatekeeping and the initiations and the secret societies within our own people and how they've been always attacked the poor. This is what God was telling me. They don't go after people that got things, this, that. They go after poor people that's already struggling and can't fight back. But how they go after them? What they doing? God told me what they doing. They doing witchcraft. They mess up other people's lives from behind closed doors. You don't know. Your life is all messed up. You don't understand and it's just getting hit, huh? And they target God's chosen people. They don't go after just anybody. And they stealing inheritances, swapping destinies, or so they try to, using bodies as batteries. You better go look into ancient mysticism and the Talmud, and this is what these people practice. God already opened up the entire operation to me and how they've been getting away with this for years. And he said it ends with me. Since I've been under the roof of my, I don't know what to call it, handler, right? I have witnessed the courts of heaven open. I've had angels in this house. I've seen when the military police arrived. I've seen spirits running and hiding because you thought you was hunting me. You got me now. You was hunting me, and yet God was hunting you. Because for we wrestle not against flesh and blood. And so God already was showing me the spirits running and hiding. I see the archangel flashing. It's like a helicopter. You know them helicopters at night and the niggas be running on cops? That's exactly what I was seeing. They were running. Spirits have been arrested since I've been here. All type of things been going on. All types of things has been going on. I was sent against the spirit of pride, the spirit of deception, and the spirit of fear. But now I'm identifying even more spirits. Apparently, there's a spirit of whoredom. Spirit of whoredoms. And God told me the other day, because he's judging the church first. This is his nation. He's starting with us. Pay attention. Pay attention. He told me the other day how he was doing everything and the judgments that was being played out and the chariots that he done sent down here and whirlwinds. He done told me and showed me the other day, broad daylight, I'm watching an angel descend. He told me that the city that I'm in is surrounded. He said, your enemies can't move right now because the fear of the Lord is on them. He got the entire city surrounded. He told me he has evil angels. He sent evil angels, not demons. Understand, I'm in a higher ranking battle here. So these are higher ranking principalities. And so things are being taken care of. And I'm just giving out a word, y'all. Wake up, Israel. It's time. It is time. My story and my testimony, I feel like I don't want to say it's not worth even talking about, because it is, because it shows the glory of God. When I say and when I speak my testimony, it's not, oh, this is what they did to me. I victim. No. This is what they did to me, but look at what God did, though. I'm supposed to be dead. What do you mean? I'm supposed to be dead right now. The first night I got here, I was already poisoned. 24 hours. 24 hours I was sick. Straight. Because I was dying. But like I always say, whatever getting in me, you might slip something in me, you might whatever. It can't stay, though. It's a consuming fire in me. You keep sending a spirit of death on me, and you don't understand the God of life is in me. The two don't mix. And so pay attention. So now, again, I don't have nowhere to go, no one to trust. These people successfully ripped up any potential relationship that I've had or anywhere to go. I'm completely surrounded, trapped, no money, no nothing, and depending on my oppressor, who's very upset because things didn't go their way. Because you fooled me to come here and say, I'm going to help you with, I'm on the same path too, And now I'm still sitting here. I'm supposed to be gone, but you don't want me to go, but you want me to go. You don't know what to do. Anybody's trying to get in touch with me? I just got a little phone. I just got a little phone. Okay? I don't know who to trust because to me, everybody's a liar. Let God be true, let every man be a liar. It is too much deception. And there was, see, the thing is, they wanted me to believe that something was wrong with me because they kept sending all of their people around me. And all of their people is doing what they do and trying to break me. And then I say, cool, deuces, cut off. And then so you want to come here and say, well, everybody can't be wrong. You have this issue with it. Not everybody, boo. I only had about 5 people in my life in 5 years. Let's not do it. And all of them were devils because you strategically plant your people around me to make me feel, and I can't really connect with the right person. Anytime these demons get in and latch on to me, I can't talk to nobody else. They got me in hiding. They don't want nobody else to have me, but yet they treat me like crap. It just doesn't make any sense until it does. But I sit here. Look, my birds are calling me, y'all. Let's see what they're saying. They showed out already today. I got another video, and I had posted it. But guess what? Copyrighted. Yes, friends. You hear them? Oh no, they was out there making noise, child. But anyway, and so that's what's going on. And so judgment is being took. Now, where would I go from here? Well, I feel like this one gonna follow me. He been saying and asking, where am I going? Where am I going? I said, I ain't got no place to go. So I go to the park. My plan is to go to in nature. and consecrate and figure out what's my next move with nothing and no one. That's my best shot. I can't trust no organizations here. The whole county is compromised. Y'all don't know. The entire county is run by Freemasons. They had like a Shriners Lodge, a Freemason Lodge, all these things surrounded. I lived in that. You understand? Look up Kannapolis and see, count how many Masonic lodges you can find in Kannapolis, North Carolina. And so I left there, and now I'm in Charlotte. But anyway, so I'm going to see how this is going to end, and I'll keep you posted on this. But in reality, I was supposed to be gone. And he says to me, well, where are you going? And I said, to the park. And he says, that's ridiculous. And see, since I've been here, you said for me, oh, that was my first plan. That's where I was going. And then he interjected and said, that's a ridiculous idea. Come stay with me. I can help you. This and that. I've been here 6 months. What was I doing? Working for free. Everything switched once he got me here and I was completely evicted from my place. Everything switched. Then I started working on an animation project for him. Like, when did we agree on this? He told me he didn't want me to do my videos anymore. He wanted me to do his stuff. I literally was working on animation videos for 6 months and he still ain't post not one. He went and copyrighted and registered it. I said, don't put my name on that. That's forced labor. And I wasn't even paid properly for that. I mean, amazing. But the fact is, you didn't want me to do my videos. He was very adamant about that. Now, this is the same person that I was talking about in a couple of videos back. Just go back to the videos and see if you can put together what I was saying there. But I'm making this video because I want to see how this is going to end. Because these people tried to kill me. These people tried to frame me, set me up, all type of stuff. Since I've been here, he was trying to make me like I'm crazy. Because I know how they operate, working in the medical fields and mental institutions. They've been trying to push me into this stuff. Therapy to hypnotize me. Get out. Jordan Peele was trying to tell us. Is anyone listening? They work in sorcery. I don't trust doctors. I haven't been to the doctor since my husband was on this earth. The last full physical I have taken was back in 2018. Maybe, 2019. 2019. Full on physical. And I said, if I ever get sick, I pray over myself. And that's what all I've been doing for years, praying over myself. If I feel sick, praying over myself. God, heal me, heal me, heal me. So yeah, I know. The power of God is absolutely real. These people couldn't kill me. Even when I've been starving. I was starving for a whole year, barely eating. I looked like death. Skinny. Lost all the weight because I barely eat. And yet, I'm still alive. Haven't been to the doctor. These people run in and out the doctor. They got so much pills they taking because you're wicked. Wicked. And another thing I noticed, people that's real wicked, they always got heart problems. Message. Now I'm done. Y'all take that and run to the bank with it, okay?